Mike, first of all, if we just start with an injury update, the squad relatively fit and healthy for this weekend's game against London Skolars?
Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. A few lads just come back who are fit now, but not quite ready to sort of make the push into the team. So like Reece, George, not quite there yet. They're back from injury, but not fit enough. It'd be unfair to chuck them in now. But yeah, it bodes well going forward after this game. Really well.
What's this 4-week break been like? Is it been beneficial after the disappointment of losing the Challenge Cup game, or would you rather, the old phrase, you got back on the horse straight away after that loss?
Yeah, I think just the atmosphere in the group after that loss was they wanted to show what they could do again the week after, and they denied that. It's been a big long break, and then obviously London this week, and then we've another weekend off following that before our next game, so it's a bit bitty the start of the season for us. It's got that air of a pre-season still, really. We've not quite hit that game after game after game that you can build your season up into, and start things in the early rounds and build to how good you want to be when you finish. We've not had that yet, so I'd much rather have had the games thick and fast, and so would the players. So been a blessing with the injuries where we've had time to give to them, but I don't know, a bit of both. It's been good for the injuries, but I would have sooner have had games thick and fast.
What's the atmosphere been like amongst the players? Is it a steely determination to perhaps right the wrongs of that cup defeat and the loss against Midlands Hurricanes?
Yeah, I think it was really, and I think I said in the pre-match after it, there was loads of good things in that game that we did. Our completion rates and everything was really good. So there was loads of positives we could take out of it. And then when the lads got together, they weren't too down. We sat down as a group and we were really honest with one another. We looked at the video where we went wrong and it was obvious, and we all said the same things, and that's what we've been working on. I said in pre-season, what I've really liked about this group is, I'll probably use this word the whole way through the season, but it's the ownership. They look at what could I have done better. They're not blaming outside pressures or things that are going on outside the group. They look at one another and go, how have I got myself in the position? What did I do that made that happen? And if they do that, they'll be better players, and the squad will be better for it. The team, sorry.
You've already had one look at London Skolars in the pre-season game. They've had a look at us as well. Is there any advantage, disadvantage in that, or is that totally different because it was a pre-season game?
It was pre-season. I don't think you'll look at that game and think, we're going to use what we saw in that game. And we were not going to look at that. We'll look at their game sort of like against Oldham, and that's more sort of realistic to us. And we've looked at that, and we did the video review at the beginning of the week, and obviously we've picked holes in that, just like they'd have, probably looked at our game against Rochdale and picked holes in us. Do you know what I mean? To see where they can get at us. But no, I'm not going to look too much into that pre-season game.
Is it a little bit of a case of beware of the wounded beast from them as well? They've played more games. They suffered a big loss at Hunslet last week. They'll come here determined to pick up that first win of the season, won't they?
Yeah, I think they will, and I think they'll be nervy. I think they'll be nervy coming here as well. But I think they could look at us that way as well. We want to put a show on. We want to show how we can play. Do you know what I mean? Midlands wasn't a good showing for us early doors. We sort of switched it on at half time to sort of show how we can play. Likewise against Rochdale as well. We were a really good outfit. So I think they're probably feeling the pressure of us a little bit as well, of what we can bring to it. So I'm just looking forward to it, because I think it'll be an honest contest.
Brilliant. Cheers, Mike. Thanks so much.